have an amazing show for you this week. All sorts of great things. Holy moly, this is it. We have arrived. It is championship week. The big one. Third place game, which is like, I really don't care about the third place game. That's fine. Because, man, oh, man, Fantasy Bowl 16. A rematch. Not a rematch once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times in the making. Now, also this week, we're going to talk a little bit about what just happened. Sure, there's teams that are now on the lucky side of the bracket vying for all the marbles and all the glory. But there was all sorts of great action last week. We had the very first ever recipient of the 3-fingered salute. Matt, way to go, buddy. We'll talk about that game. A skid in a 6th game. He had not won in a month and a half. Adam Saltmarsh on a plunge into the depths of hell. Was he losing his team in the FTFL? And now that significance falls to our amazing commissioner, Adam Swart. You are the biggest loser and will be all the way until next September. Speaking of a streak, though, continuing, of course, back to me, the perfect 10. We already know that at one point I was a 2003 FTFL champion. I've been a third-place champion. I've been other sorts of champions. And now I give to you the Consolation Championship Trophy. Woo! We did it! But enough about me. We'll get more into that later. All sorts of fun stuff. But before we go any further, that's it. We have a special guest this week on the FTFL Weekly Update. I have been trying to get this guy on the show all year long. He is finally here today. I'm going to cue up the music, and we're going to bring him on the show and get his analysis, his thoughts on what went down last week, what he's thinking about next week, and of course, he's going to take part in our super-duper special Christmas edition as well. Let me just see if I can find up. Here's his music here. We're going to turn it up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for the one, the only, Ryan Deesum. Yeah, he's coming on the show. This is it. This is super duper exciting. Haha. Grab a seat, my friend. There he is. It's the owner of the actual Ryan Deesum's Titties and Balls. It is Ryan Deesum himself. Man, welcome to the show, Mr. Deesum. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. It's about time.
It's about time. I have been trying to get you on this show now all season. Tell me it's about time.
I must have missed those calls.
You must. You know, I don't believe you even know how to work your phone.
I don't think so.
Right. It looks a little outdated. It's a flip phone, nonetheless. Is that even that's not even a real phone. Just put that away. We've got stuff to do. All right. So, welcome to the show. I've got cookies here. It is the Christmas edition. Feel free to go ahead and dig into those. Do you have a call? Is that what is? Set that over there. They can wait. Thank you for doing that. All right, so first off, we're going to get into the toilet bowl action. The Radioactive Monkeys, who are on a terrible 6-game losing streak, up against the Pack Attack. Really, there wasn't a whole lot on the line this one. 71.5 for Radioactive, 57 for Pack Attack. I guess, Salty, you are the toilet bowl champion. Golf clap.
Barn burner!
Golf clap for the golf clap. There it is, golf clap. Perfect. Again, in the 6-game streak, Salty team carried by a tight end kicker and defense. Not Cam Newton, because Cam Newton didn't carry anything all season long. Forte goes out with a giant fizzle, a half point. Have we seen the last of Matt Forte?
Probably.
Probably. I think he's probably about done.
Replaced by Bilal Powell. Bilal Powell. How do you let yourself get replaced by a guy named Bilal Powell?
That's almost inexcusable. I agree.
Way to go, Matt Forte.
The 3-fingered salute. So it was nice for Salty to finish with a win, but looking forward, I don't know who Salty keeps. He's got LeGarrette Blount. Is that a keeper?
No.
Devontae Adams?
No.
Doug Baldwin?
No.
DeAndre Hopkins?
Not anymore.
Right. So that's it. Those are your best players. Good luck in the offseason. Pack Attack, Lamar Miller had 11, Caleb Sturgis 13, only 2 in double digits. Now, your future looks a shade brighter. AP keeper?
No.
No, okay. What about Lamar Miller?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe. Now, Sterling Shepard, good rookie keeper, right? You got to like Sterling Shepard. He's had a heck of a year. Plus, 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. And so, let me tell you what. If anyone's future's so bright he should be wearing shades, it's probably Eric at the Pack Attack. But
we might have our first Deesum for 2017 if he can't make anything happen with that.
There it was. You heard it here first on the Weekly Update. You have been warned. Next up, Consolation Championship. What a game. What an end to the season. Hulkamaniac 78 over Team Linkowitz 55. Now, I survived. Aaron Rodgers, his typical playoff. I know you've experienced this firsthand. In the playoffs, he struggles, right? Right.
If you want to call it that, yeah.
4 points. That's all I got this week. 4 points.
Shocker.
Right.
Shocker.
No, and 5.5 points combined for my two running backs. Jarvis Landry, though, 17.5, and Ty, I'm a running back. Montgomery threw in 23. I didn't need a lot because I was playing John. Todd Gurley, 2 points. Sorry, 2.5 points. Terrible season for Todd Gurley. Probably the reason John is 3 and 10. OBJ 13, definitely a bright spot on John's dark and dismal season. The Vikings defense, all you Purple Pride fans out there, another giant turd. 0 points. If you're John, at this point, all you have to look forward is you are now on the clock. If you want it, it's yours. First pick of the 2017 FTFL draft.
If I could find a way to play the Price is Right losing sound on your phone here, I would do that.
That's kind of what it was. I agree. It was a tough loss, tough season for John. But hey, more hardware for the trophy case. Table's getting full. It's getting crowded.
This has become a participation league. Look at all these trophies. We're all winners. We're all winners here in the FTFL.
Listen, there's only one perfect 10. Only one winner. It's me. 5 times I've won in a row. 5 wins. I'll be the biggest winner all the way till next season, so you have to just deal with that. 5th place. Speaking of 5, 5th place game, Architect versus Adam Swartz. I'm hung. The Architect. Last week's running backs took a massive dump. Did nothing. I think it was 7 combined, 9 combined points. This week, running backs combined for 48.5 points. Yeah, well, too little, too late. He did win 90-71. First ever, again, 3-fingered salute. It's a nice trophy. Do you like that trophy?
It is a nice trophy.
It's pretty
I
solid.
Like it a lot.
Just, stop that. You can't. No. It's not even yours to do that with. If that's what they want to do, fine, whatever. 3 wide receivers on Architect's team combined for 3 points. Again, didn't matter. Still scored 90 points. If you're I'm hung in season on a 4-game skid, we've already covered that. Phillip Rivers had 20. Rob Kelly had 10. Let the Dez Bryant sweepstakes begin. Right? I mean, what's your opinion? What is Dez Bryant worth? Would you give up a first-round pick for Dez Bryant?
No.
No? How about a second-round pick?
Maybe.
What about a third-round pick?
Probably.
Okay, so that's where it starts. Don't be trying to give us this baloney about he's worth a first-round pick, because that is garbage. It's garbage. You know what time it is?
No.
It's time to hand out gifts.
I can't wait.
Right. So now I've got a little Christmas music I want to play during this, just kind of give it some ambiance. But I felt now that it is the season of giving, I want to, as the gracious, host of the FTFL Weekly Update, I would like to play, give out gifts to everyone here in the FTFL. And I've just got some background music we're going to play here. Let's see, it's right above. I got to find it. There it is right there. Perfect. Now, I got to have a different hat for this, though. I can't have this. If I'm going to hand out gifts, it's only appropriate that I'm Santa Claus, right? Perfect Santa Claus. Got this going. Now,
what kind of clown show is this? You got ads?
You know what? We've come a long way since week 1. We've got a few sponsors. We've got to have a few ads going. Don't worry, we'll get to the music in a little bit. All right, so I've got this bag
Who's the producer of this joke?
Well, you know what? If you have a formal complaint, you can send an email. People have done that a couple times this year. I don't need the music quite up this loud for gift-giving segment, though. I'm just going to... Just a little background music. Happy holidays.
Gary from Gary, Indiana, was that right? What's his name?
He
was my favorite commentator.
Well, he was one of my biggest fans, Gary from Gary, Indiana. Yes. All right, so now I will pull out gifts, I guess, in no particular order, and just kind of go about that. I've got lots in this bag. I got a big old sack over here, full of stuff. Let's see here. Here it is. You know what? First gift.
I thought you had that taken care of.
Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess who the gifts are for? Okay, so gift number 1 is a neat little timer, and you can set it for different increments of time. This gift is for Matt. Matt, I want you to have this.
You gotta let me guess.
Oh, sorry. Next.
I would have gotten that one.
Do you want to guess who this is for?
Matt?
Yes, it's totally for Matt. So Matt, you can set this, and it will constantly remind you of things you should do, like set your lineup and vote on a potential trade. These are all important things for Party League. Now, you will never, ever forget again because you have your handy-dandy timer. That's going to go.
Way to go, Matt. Way to go, Matt. Way to be on top of the technology that it takes to be a participant in the FTFL.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? I mean, he's come a long way.
I'm glad we were able to delete those messages on your phone Friday night so you could actually see what was going on the main homepage and actually see that there is a FTFL weekly update. Hopefully you've caught up in the over the weekend.
Wait. Matt
had no clue that there was an FTFL weekly update.
You know what? I'm taking that gift back. Next up, who's this for? We have a book of 1,001 names. Who's this for?
Communist China circa 1945.
Nope.
I'm hung.
Nope.
I'm brain farting on the
That's
other
okay.
ones, but dear God, how can you expect me to remember all of them?
Well, right. For 16 years, there has been one team in this league who has had one name, the least creative name possible. Team Linkowitz. You've got a whole off season to peruse the pages of this, Caldecott winner.
You went that route.
Yep.
Okay. To give him options, not the other way.
Nope. No.
Okay.
This is for him. I want to see some progress. I think your team deserves better. So next year, brand new year. All right. Oh, there's still that alarm here. All right. Next up, we've got this beautiful mug. It says, "First is the worst. Second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest." Do you have any idea who this might be for? A couple weeks ago we had an owner call into the show that talked about his glorious record, and he was in 3-4 fantasy bowls and had only won once, meaning he had taken second most of his time. He's very comfortable in the second position. This mug is for... Did that didn't come out right?
Oh, I think it did.
Okay,
I think
all right.
It came out perfectly.
This mug is for Andy. Andy, I want you to celebrate all it is. Remember, second is the best, unless, of course, you were first in 2003 like myself. All right, moving on here.
Andy has a hairy chest.
You know what? That, but not a hairy head. Not a hairy head. So.
Yeah.
Hey.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
This one. How about this? You know who this is for?
No.
No. Okay.
I can't wait to find out.
So this season I've talked a lot about the David Johnson trade and my track record with some of these trades over the past. So what I've gotten myself, I even gifted myself this hammer that anytime I'm about to click the mouse to make a trade, ow! Just like that, smash my fingers. So I cannot actually. I may turn into Matt, but I guess it's the David Johnson thing was a huge blunder. I can't have that happen again. Let's see here.
What was your last FTFL championship?
2003. Why do you ask?
You didn't want to give yourself this 10 years ago?
You know what? Just put it back in the table, or I'm about to use it on someone else. All right. So I've got a little pouch here, a small sack in my big sack, if you will. And in here, check this out. I'll open this up. Here, I'll just show you one. You can tell me if you know exactly what this is here. Let's see. All right. So this here it is right here. This says, what does that say? Second. But wait, there's one. You can throw that one there. Oh, look. What does this one say?
Second.
Oh, throw another one around there. Wait, what is it? What is this one? Here, does it say?
Second.
Now, this gift, you know what this gift is for? Who's this gift for?
I would have guessed your brother, but you already...
Nope. This is for Jeff Markster, who just loves to throw second-round picks all over the place, willy-nilly.
Second-round picks. Okay,
You've got a whole sack to use at your disposal. Give them to whoever, expecting nothing in return. That is the true reason of Christmas. All right, wait. So I've got this giant helmet. Who do you think this is for?
You're stumping me, man. I can't follow.
Well, the process of elimination, you're kind of a logical guy. I think maybe you'd get to this point.
I've stopped paying attention.
Wow. You know what? Just eat a cookie. It's funny, because this gift is for you. Oh. This is for you in light of what happened this weekend, in light of what's been happening to you over the years here in the FTFL. This is to protect against future buzzsaw attacks. I want you to be safe. I want you
Finally.
Yep. You've got what you need now. No more where Drew Brees haunts you.
I have an answer.
No more where Drew Brees haunts you. All right, next up.
F. Drew Brees.
Oh, wow, there it was. I've got a scissor and some string. Do you any guesses? No? Okay. This one is for Adam Swart, our lovely commissioner. Here's how this works, Swart.
I thought the names one was pretty good.
Yeah? Oh, well, I suppose it could have gone either way, like Swart. But so you have this string. Let's say you pick up, let's say Thomas Rawls. He plays for the Seahawks. It's blue. You tie it around your string. Now, later on that week, before the game starts on Sunday, if you go to drop Thomas Rawls, you look down at your finger and notice, wait, I think I just picked him up this week. I shouldn't waste that $1. Now, on Sunday, you can take the string off and start over, but this is to prevent you from wasting dollars. I care, and so that one is for you, Mr. Swart. Here we go. Right here.
I'm sure the league champion doesn't mind the additions to the pot.
What
is the pot this year? Do we even know?
It's got to be north of 350,
it's probably a record.
400. It's going to be
all-time record.
It's going to be an all-time record year. All right, next up, Saltmarsh. What looks like a graphing calculator? No. This is a trade generator. So what you do is you open this up, and you punch in the trade. This gives you an idea. Is it a fair trade? Is it lopsided? So I just first want to know the franchise. So so we'll put in Radioactive Monkeys. Okay, Radioactive Monkeys. It says no. It already says no. Maybe it's. I'll restart.
I don't know. He seems to have a problem with technology. I don't know if you want to give him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I wanted his trade to be fair, so he knows what he's getting into. But it seems every time I push in Radioactive Monkeys, it just says no. Maybe you can look at it.
Calculator's
The instruction manual is with it. It's okay. It's fine. All right. Up next, I have a letter. This is an official letter. And actually, it's a form letter. This is for Sid. Sid, you can use this form letter every time you future endeavor someone. And I printed off a lot of copies. The bag is full of them. It says, "To whom it may concern, your services have been greatly appreciated. Your time spent here as part of Kramerica has helped make all of us great again. However, your services are no longer needed as we have seen fit to replace you with a different player because of, well, multiple reasons, and we just don't care. Although we wish you luck in all of your future endeavors, sincerely, Sid Hagen." Sid, you cut at least 35, 40-some guys this year. I mean, it is a long list of people that felt the wrath of Sid Hagen.
It does look like he'll be spending quite a bit of his winnings on a few reams of paper.
Right, he's going to have to. There's just not enough room in this. All right, so next up, this one is a pack of tarot cards. Are you familiar with tarot cards?
I am familiar with tarot cards, yes.
You frequent time with gypsies, right? You hang out with gypsies?
Of course.
That's what I thought. Eric, you own 4 picks in the first round next year. I think that you might want to dip into these just to see what exactly you should. Do you know how these work? Have you used these before? Like if I lay out,
stack them differently and it tells you.
Okay, so if I like put some here, and what do you mean they make up? That's an accurate science, isn't it? So I've got 3 piles. So now if I flip over this card, what does this one mean right here? What does that mean?
Joker.
The Joker card.
Don't keep Peterson.
Don't keep. This is already working. All right, here we go. Let's see what the next one is. The 6 of spades. I don't typically see that in tarot packs. I don't know what that means. 6. Ooh, 6 is kind of an evil number at times, isn't it?
It is.
Huh. And this last one, this doesn't make any sense.
So you gotta go like this.
Ooh, I see. Now draw one more. All right. It's not telling.
It's a bunch of spades.
It's a bunch of
Call
spades.
a spade a spade.
You know what, Eric? I'm going to give you this, and hopefully you can figure this out, because I don't really know what exactly.
We're not experts.
No, we're not, and don't take that to heart. But I try. I want you to be as successful as possible. Even though I beat you twice this year, I'd like to see some. Oh, well, there it is. He says he would not like you, so that's fine.
Division foe.
Now, lastly, I have a gift for the entire league. Are you ready? This might be my favorite gift I've got. This year the league has struggled with their rule book, so I have gotten us
this year.
a new.
This year,
I've gotten us a brand new rule book. Now it's for the game Yahtzee, but I think what's in here will probably be as good, if not better, than what we currently have. Is that correct?
Probably anything is better than what we currently
have. Right, and so to you FTFL, maybe be better next year than you were this year. So I don't. Any thoughts? Any gifts? Are you going to use your gift here or no?
I don't know if it'll fit me.
Okay.
Let's try it out.
Don't break it. I don't want your beard to get caught in there, that kind of stuff. No promises. Okay, no promises. All right. Well, as he puts on that, we are going to get into the what happened this week. We've got now a couple games.
About time.
Perfect. About time.
We covered the other games that nobody cares about.
All right. So first up, back to the action this week. Semifinal games. Menominee 10-3, taking up Bazinga at 8-6. Coming into this week, Jeff's team looked like it was going to struggle. Melvin Gordon was out. He even said to me he might start Tyrod Taylor over Tom Brady. Could you even believe that?
With Jeff, yeah.
Okay, I suppose. Right. Now, he did survive playing Tom Brady, who only scored 2 points, and Antonio Brown 3.5. 5.5 points from those 2 players. Now, okay, David Johnson did throw another 20 on top of that. Those 3 have basically carried his team all season.
Probably the lowest of the season, yeah.
It might be. I've kept somewhat close track. Really, let's be honest with the story. This game was Brandon Cooks. 35.5 points. I wonder how many touchdowns Brandon Cooks scored this year that weren't of the 10-point variety. He put up a ton of 10-point touchdowns. Colts defense added 16. If you're Andy
I gotta say, seeing that pickup, the Colts defense, and dropping Tyreek, is it Hill?
He dropped Tyreek Hill?
He dropped Tyreek Hill for the Colts defense. Tyreek Hill just sitting on the waiver wire. Nothing we can do about him.
It's already closed down.
It
Otherwise,
is.
Sid can spend another $1. Darn it.
Thank our rule book.
Right. Thank you. Way to go, Commissioner. Andy Thomas Rawls had 3. Emmanuel Sanders 3.5. Those are the only 2 under 7. So you think only 2 guys under 7 should have been a pretty decent week. Just not a lot of people with a ton of points. And really, let's be honest, it's the quarterbacks. Both with 10 completely let them down. Ben Roethlisberger, the big trade that I caught a lot of grief for earlier this year, fizzled down the stretch. Derek Carr just completely disappeared in the playoffs. Jordan Howard.
Tell me about it.
Jordan Howard. 14 points on the bench. Andy did not put him in. He gets to have him as a 14th round rookie keeper next year. That's pretty solid. Jeff moves on to the title game. Andy goes to the third place game now. Last game of the semifinals. Kramerica at 9-4, taking on Ryan Deesum's Titties Involved at 10-4. What do you think? What do you want to talk about this game?
It's a little late for this, sadly. It's hard to win when you get 1 touchdown from your 6 position players. That's right, we have 6 position players because that's what we voted in this year. It allows guys to start the starting running back in addition to the backup running back just in case he vultures a touchdown.
He did start McCoy and Gillislee. And
yes,
he did just
and he did score a touchdown.
Yep.
Not that it would have mattered because my team didn't show up.
No, it didn't.
Again, you can't win getting 1 touchdown from your 6 position players.
You rated Raiders 3-headed monster in the playoffs. They struggled.
They did.
This
Not
week
so
was
well.
20 combined points, and I think half of that was Crabtree. It was tough. No help on the bench for you.
No.
And we're totally skipping over the highlight of that game. Who came back?
Who came back?
The Buzzsaw, the original 38 points for Drew Brees.
I've already tried to forget.
After announcing basically his death. Now I did say I thought this game would come down to Drew Brees.
Let me remind you of something here. Sid had Colin Kaepernick in the starting position.
I saw that even
all week. I talked to him on Friday night, and he says, "Oh, Brees is playing Arizona. He hasn't played very well." I'm like, "Do you realize who you are playing this week?"
Did he?
No. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right. I don't know how many years ago it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like 52 points
50,
one week.
It was a 50.
A few weeks later, it was like 42 or something like that. Why on earth you would even have to think about starting Drew Brees over Colin Kaepernick? Colin Kaepernick is beyond me. Thankfully, that wasn't the factor in the game, because if I had to dump that on him and he would have said, if I had not have dumped that on him and he started Colin Kaepernick and I'd have lost, then that would have been a little more frustrating. I hate Drew Brees. I don't ever want to see Drew Brees again.
Next week's guest, Drew Brees. I can't wait. It's going to be so great. The final score was 113 to 73.5. Both Manamana and Sid looked very strong heading into the FTFL title game. Now,
they should.
You will be playing in the third place game for a trophy similar to this against Bazinga. You get your money back. You get your money back. It's bragging rights. Anything you'd like to say to Andy heading into this game?
It's been a good season. I think it's shaked out. You know, the top 2 teams are playing each other. The second place teams are playing each other. The fifth and sixth place teams played each other. I can talk, believe it or not. Sometimes it just works out that way. The teams that should be playing are playing for the championships. The teams that should be playing for the third place are, and I'm taking third place. My titties and balls are taking third place.
There it is. You heard it here first in the FTFL Weekly Update. All right, so the championship game, Fantasy Bowl 16, Manamana versus Kramerica. Now, you remember the last game of the season, they faced off, and Markster boot-stomped Hagen 120.5 to 83.5. The all-time record, though, favors Sid slightly, 11 games to Markster's 9. However, like I said at the start of the show, this is the 4th time in Fantasy Bowl history. Like I said, some guys have all the luck. 4th time, Markster holds that edge 2-1. Now, coming out of this, there are a lot of implications. They both gave up first-round draft picks to get to this point. Sid gave up a second-round draft pick to get to this point. There's a lot on the line here looking into next year, although I got to believe totally worth it, because whoever wins first 3-time league champion.
And who wants to see that? Let's hope it ends in the tie.
Commissioner,
start your kickers. Only your kickers.
Yes, Commissioner, come up with some sort of poll. What are we going to do when the game ends in a tie, because I don't even think we have that written down. And you know what? Maybe we'll just go to our brand new Yahtzee rulebook, and the numbers there will help us. As for stud of the week, Drew Brees, 38 points. The buzzsaw returns. Dud of the week, Derek Carr, and this is kind of a 2-week dud of the week, I guess. Last 3 games of the regular season, he was averaging almost 25 points a game. Huge coming to the playoffs. Over the playoffs, he averaged 6 points over 2 weeks.
And that affects me, man. That affected me.
It sure did. Derek Carr and the Raiders got you got.
I got.
As for the DSUM update, I don't really have any update with you here. Any thoughts about this season? What you'd like to see, where it should go? Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of things covered this year about the DSUM as far as Salty and his inefficiencies with his proper lineup. The David Johnson trade, which of course stands out just terribly so. There's been guys that have been dropped before they even made it to Sunday. There's been $78 worth of transactions. I don't know if that's the current number.
Did Duke Johnson make another team?
I sadly think that Duke Johnson's drive ended at 5.
So when's the last time you won a championship? FTFL championship?
It was right here in 2003.
Okay. Have we already given you the toilet bowl for mismanagement?
Yes, I'm on there for that.
We should probably do that again. That's my vote.
You know what? Why did I invite you on the show? You know what? We're going to go ahead and just wrap this up. This has been super awesome. I'm glad you came this week. Thank you for being here.
I was glad to be here.
You know, Merry Christmas to you.
No, hold up.
What?
Just give me one more chance,
there it is.
Coach.
Right. Yep, that's great. There's an ad. Go ahead. You got all the time. What do you want here? What is this?
Just give me one more chance, Coach. We have a Week 17 game on our schedule.
We do.
It is the Just Give Me One More Chance, Coach Bowl.
Wait, so who you calling out?
I lost. My titties and balls lost 3 times
Three
to
times.
Cramerica Industries. 3 times. The only team in my division I lost to. I lost to them twice in the regular season, and I just lost to them again. I'm tired of it. I want one more chance.
Sid,
I'm calling you out.
Wow,
if
there
you
it
want to
is.
make Cramerica great again, you have to beat me for a 4th time.
4 times.
I'm calling you out.
There it is.
Accept this challenge.
Woo! 4th
Otherwise,
time.
nothing.
Oh,
Means nothing. Your
nothing.
season means nothing. You can win
means
the championship, and it means nothing unless you can beat me for a 4th time.
Wow, there it is.
Let's make this happen.
Wow, so we got the FTFL championship, but don't let that be the end. There it is. Commissioner, make it happen. Give him one more chance. Next
Just
week,
give me one more chance, Coach.
we're going to wrap up the season. Final FTFL weekly update of the year. Can't wait for that. Thanks again for coming on the show. I'm ready to go simply have a wonderful Christmas time.